You don't need to recruit anybody. You can just learn the skill set by yourself. Just pay this bread, pay the money that you have to pay, whatever, and go from there. And from there, I was like, okay, cool, I'll do it. When I realized that, but I made $13 in my sleep, and that $13 was mine, I was hooked ever since, bro. I was like, okay, that's it. Like, you don't even gotta tell me anything else no more. A little bit of backstory. I knew about trading maybe when I was 16, 17. At this point in time, I was actually in like this email dialogue newsletter thing where this guy was like talking about stocks and stuff. I'm on YouTube also just watching these videos and stuff because growing up as a teenager, even up to my early 20s, I was looking for any and everything that could help me make money. Where I don't really have to actually go into a physical place. Even though I was still working on stuff, I was on YouTube learning graphic design, learning web development, also learning about stocks, how to buy these different type of things, etc. The only difference when you had stocks back in my time was I didn't have the resources to actually purchase stocks or to actually do these different type of things. And most of the stuff that I was looking at on YouTube, they were US people saying that, oh, use this platform, use that platform. And at the time, I didn't have my US credentials at the moment. So I kind of like shook it off until I was around 22, 23. That's when I started hearing about Forex trading. And at the time, I think IM Academy actually infiltrated the Bahamas. And everybody was talking about trading at that time. Everybody was talking about, oh, they want to do this, they want to do that, whatever, etc. And I had a few people actually hitting me up, asking me, hey, do you want to learn how to trade? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? And I, spoke to a few of them and I told them like, yo, I just ain't really interested in recruiting people, but I ain't trying to find nobody. I ain't trying to do this. I ain't trying to do that. And this guy, Ashton, he was one of my very first mentors, very first people that brought me in. He was also part of IM Academy. He's also Bohemian, Ashton Cambridge. He was doing very well for himself in his early 20s because he's like either a little bit younger than me. He's like either 20 or 21, but dude was, living in the States. Dude was actually having his cars and everything. He's posting his trades and stuff and all that. And I reached out to him, I spoke to him and everything like that. And he was the first person to actually tell me like, yo, you don't need to recruit anybody. You can just learn the skill set by yourself. Just pay this bread, pay the money that you have to pay, whatever, and, go from there. And from there, I was like, okay, cool, I'll do it. So I was a little bit hesitant for like maybe, I don't know, a month or 2 months before I actually joined with Ashton. I kept on saw what he was doing and everything like that. And I finally got the money and everything. And I feel as at that point in time, I already had all of my US credentials at that point in time. So I got a stimulus check when COVID came around. So I was like, you know what, I could take this stimmy. I can go ahead and do what I have to go ahead and do. So I bought a thing for like $150. I put like $100 on the account. Ashton helped me set up my broker account and everything like that. And then he had me in this Telegram group with everybody. I think it was Cream Team at the time. And they sent us out a signal like, hey, USD chef or something like that. Enter here, stop us here. I didn't know anything. Like, I didn't know anything day one. I showed Ashton that. He was like, oh, this is how you do it. Like, he was on a call with me. This is how you do it, this, whatever. So I put it in. I went to bed. I wake up. I see all the trades going on. I checked the history and I saw that I made like $13. And I showed it to him and he's like, I was like, wait, this right? He's like, yeah, that $13 is yours. And at the time, the broker that I had, I could also take that money off and put it back to my Cash App because he walked me through everything on how to do it. So when I realized that, but I made $13 in my sleep and that $13 was mine, I was hooked ever since, bro. I was like, okay, that's it. Like, you don't even got to tell me anything else no more. So I just got deep dive into trading. We were on lockdown. So majority of the things that I was doing was pretty much wake up, learning how to trade, putting trades in, going to bed. Wake up, learning how to trade, putting trades in, going to bed. Because it was nothing else to do. It wasn't nothing else to do during lockdown or whatever, etc. And that's it.
Yeah. So what I can do, because Bahamians don't trade, we gamble, right? We play numbers. I can play 13 today, right? I can box that.
Box 130013, but box is fine. Put it on the Miami house. And let me know if you hit it. Miami or Atlanta. Miami or Atlanta. Georgia. If that hit, buddy, I guess want a little 5%, man.
But yeah, that's actually interesting because when you could see you could make money without working, without you ain't not I mean, you did put in the trade, but I mean, like, you didn't have to like log on, you didn't have to lift stuff, you didn't have the physical labor and all that. You just basically saw something, you place an order in at a certain amount, and you was able to make money. And like you say, in your sleep, that's what another thing that people are interested. They want to know how to make money in their sleep.
Are you subscribed yet? For more videos like this, you can follow the Crypto News Podcast on YouTube, as well as Spotify and Apple Podcast. Like, share, and subscribe.